A very warm and super massive hello to you watching this in GDQ land or wherever other speedrun show land I decide to try and submit this run to. A good day to you, and hi, my name is Laura Petal. I am a budgeting sort of speedrunner. I play usually variety stuff on my channel over here with like 1,000+ followers. And I thought I would try and show off and submit a run in Sonic Rumble. This here is a Fall Guys-esque party game that is also available on mobile clients, but I'm playing through currently the Steam version. You can also play through the Google Play Store online as well. And we're trying to make this game into a speedrun. But this is a live service mobile-based game. How on earth do you speedrun this? Well, let me introduce you very quickly to a certain mode that you can access if I go to this menu. To the stage challenge here. So these are the modes that you can play in more of a single-player style. You can play through these to earn the rewards in terms of like the in-game currencies that you can use to spend on skins and whatnot. But we're trying to develop a run that involves going through as many of these stages as we can here. So as we are doing this, the basic gist of the run is to play through all of these stage challenges in order, make sure we succeed at each of them, and get to the end point and finish the ending stage as quickly as possible as well. We are currently still running on the leaderboard up until the Season 1 thing, so version 1.4.2 of the game, where the last stage of that was up to Pinball Carnival Ring Battle here. This one is the end of the speedrun officially as of this video. So we are planning maybe to add some more when more stages get unlocked later down the line. But for now, for this run, the cutoff point for Season 1 version of the run, version 1.4.2, is Pinball Carnival Ring Battle. So yeah, we are just going to run and do all the stages as quickly as we can up until this point here. And how do we do that? We can use equipable power-ups and skills that we're allowed to do here. For the run, I am only allowed to equip the purple avatar skills. These are the ones that every single character is able to use and unlock. We've got some yellow ones here, which are either very, very overpowered and are thus not allowed for the run, or we've got character-specific ones, which are definitely not allowed for the run because some of them are just way too OP. Looking at wherever Shadows is and his Doom Wings. Where are you? Where are you? Let's have a look. Looking at you, your Doom Wings there, Shadow. That is way too OP, so we are not allowing character-specific yellow skills here. But any purple ones here that you see, most of them are pretty fair game, and we could use those during the run. And we're also doing the thing of making sure that we have got the quick skill slots active, because we can level up these skills with in-game currencies and whatnot. So there's a bit of grind to be able to get, like, access everything here, but we're using the quick skills, which grants us the ability to have a different set of skills into each game mode that we'll do in the speedrun challenge, and thus they get a bonus level up. Usually the maximum is level 5, we get level 6, which as we see in the run, will grant us some wicked movement tech that we'll be able to use to finish the stages quickly with. So I reckon we should just get going with the run and show you what it's all about. So hopefully you enjoy what we're about to do here. I hope this is interesting to get on one of the shows. But yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're going to load into the first stage here, Green Heel Run stage. We hit the play button, and the run timer in RTA starts when we hit the play button on the first stage. So we're going to time it at the same time, and let's hope we can get a decent, really good time and show off all the skills here. So, if we're ready, let's count down. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Right, so we're going to go through a variety of different stages that usually pop up in the standard mode. You play these stages online usually, but as part of the stage challenge run here, you do them pretty much all solo, and the idea is to finish them in the speedrun as quickly as you can. So we're going to do the run stage here in the first one here. So I'm going to just go down the hill. Off of this ramp here, I am going to do a mid-air jump as well to try and preserve speed. The timing of the turntable here is a little bit naff, but we're going to just run through quickly up and there. I'm going to spend that baseball slide there and do that there. And we are hoping for good RNG pickup as well. You can pick up power-ups during the run as well. Right, We're about to do something hopefully really sick here. You are usually meant to drop down and break through a wall, but I think with this particular move, we will be able to skip through that entirely. I was hoping for some momentum there, but that is one of the big skips that we can do in this run, and it is really freaking cool to do that. So what as we finish the stage here, and we just move on to the next one dead quickly, and then move on to the next stage, do the maiming here. Beware that sometimes we don't want the hard mode. We are only doing this in normal mode as well, just to let you know as well. All the stages to be done in normal mode. As soon as you clear it, move on to the next one and do it like that. So, we did a big old movement tech there with the dive kick skill. And what level 6 does as a result of having that particular setting, it allows us to do jump cancelling. So when you do one of these movement techs here, you are able to press the X button to cancel out of the move with a jump. As I fail this knocker door here, don't worry about it. But yeah, and we've worked out that you can get some absolutely wicked movement tech by combining these jump cancels out of them. So for example, we'll do it again with the dive kick. So jump. So as soon as your character dives down when you use that move, just jump cancel out of it and you preserve all that momentum to go onwards with. It is really, really goddamn cool. And now we're praying for good breakable floor RNG. We got 3 for 3 there. You'll be surprised at how much of this run also depends on RNG, as you'll find out when we do some of the later ones down the line. And we'll do another dive kick cancel just to get across the line quickly. So there we go, and we're going to keep on going, move it on to Chemical Plant Run, and luckily the menuing is now going to auto-advance us to the next stage, pretty much automatically, so that makes the menuing pretty quick, but you've also got to pay attention to that and just make sure it's clean. So, into another funky little stage here, we're also going to do a lot more of the movement text that we're going to do here. We're just going to slide down the waterways first. This would be a really fun water slide in real life, I assure you. Have a look at where the platforms are. I think we'll get away with going left side, but who needs platforms? When I can just do that almost. I sort of, okay, it's a little bit of a bud there. The idea is you're meant to be able to just fly right across and show that off there. I'm sure we can do that good in the run, but still, I don't think at the end of the day that was a terrible amount of time lost, but if it's clean, it is so super clean to just like hop and skip across there. But that's fine, we'll keep on going. Nothing we can do about this. We've got to just hit this wall out of the way about 9 times over. And work out the way out of that, and hopefully pick the right one to open. I'm also hoping for great items. I am not getting great items right now. I'm also hitting that. That is not ideally what you want to do. But just get up there quick, and they'll just happen that. And then around those bumpers. Bumpers mean you get bonked about, and that is obviously slow. Okay, we've got this for the way here. I'm going to try. I'm gonna use that bit of momentum there. Use that there, and use that there. Okay, just get to the end quickly. Alright. So we can also use like certain items as well that give us a certain dash up as well. A bit of a speed boost up there. But, yeah. So the start of the run are these running stages where we really exploit the movement tech with the jump cancelling. And we've worked out that dive kick jump cancelling is pretty much the OP move of the run so far. But unfortunately, as we wait here, there's unfortunately nothing we really can do to speed this up here, so this involves just a little bit of a waiting here. And off we jump across. But now we get to this point here, we get to do some fun moves here. We can also do the same with the baseball slide cancel there, you see in every single one of the movement tech skills that you can do the jump cancel out of, and you can preserve that momentum going forward. So we get onto the best cycle so far for going across this light bridge. It's really, really fun here. I think I picked up a star power as well, which is pretty good for me to use later. And we'll go down this way, do a bit of slide down, and hopefully do I get decent pickups from that. Sometimes you're able to get invincibility out of those, but other times you just have to deal with that as it is. Now, watch this! There you go. That is what I like to christen and call the watch this strat. It is a brilliant way to get across that. Really, really quickly, using the dive jump cancel and preserving that momentum all the way across through, and you hopefully get to the end without hitting any of the enemies as well. That was a pretty good way to do that. And now, unfortunately, we get to thrilling gameplay. We have to survive on top of this island here with Greg Jr. He will try and knock us off, but we just gotta run and keep on moving and just make sure that Greg Jr. doesn't hit us. Doesn't matter if he does, we get 2 lives to do this, but ideally you just do this without getting hit. So we'll talk about, like, the fact that this is a live service mobile game. So to be able to unlock the necessities to be able to do this run with, it requires a bit of time to do it, but we were trying to design this run in such a way where the run is accessible to everybody, because it's a live service mobile game. There are obviously MTXs involved, and you can use those to, you know, boost forward and unlock more things quicker. But I think so far where we've got it is the fairest way to make this accessible to everybody out there. There are certainly a lot of people out there that are still pretty much all free to play so far. They have not spent a single dime, a single cent on microtransactions. And yeah, we are designing this run in such a way to make it accessible for everybody, just to make sure that nobody is locked out from taking part in this. We'd love more people to take part in this at the end of the day. Alright. So that was our first survival stage. We just had to wait out the timer there. There was no way to speed that up. Here, we have a chance to speed it up, but there's a slightly different rule set. Welcome to our first ring battle. You see the clear there? You see the clear objective? Get 3,500 rings. At this point, we also get bot players. These are not real players. These are only bots, but they will be useful to us down the way as well. I'm hoping to hit that there. So, yeah, just clear the objective. In this case, breaking all of these rocky rocks, to hopefully collect as many rings as you can on your way up the mountain. You saw it there. You saw it there. The lava will rise, and we're going to hopefully try and beat the lava rising while getting as many of these as we can. So we head up that way. We head up this way as well, and hopefully they've saved a bunch of these for me to be able to get, although they are breaking them this time. Okay, I'll just break like 1 or 2 of them. Hopefully get that sorted quickly. Yep, yep. Right, lava's running close. It's time to move. It's time to move it very quickly. Gonna use that movement tech and speed up there a bit quickly as well. Hopefully, we've got a good run up in here. Like, I would say a good number of rings to have at this point. That's like 2,500, with a bit more there. And getting pretty lucky with sometimes you get more rings out of these blocks as well, the more you hit them. I might get it close here! I'm gonna go! Oh, I got it close there. Right. But we're up to here, so we're up to the final bit of the run here at the top of the mountain. We've got to use the power-ups, collect as many as we can, and hit all the enemies to collect as many rings as we can, and get that quick ending there, hopefully. There we go. So, yeah. You notice in every single time when I load into a new stage as well, it might be set on the hard setting, so we're only doing this in the normal setting, so we have to make sure we mash the button to change the mode to normal before you move on, as part of the normal mode speedrun. And now we come back to another running stage. So this one we obviously can speed up and do as quickly as we can. I'll do a mid-air jump there to preserve the momentum off the spring. I'll do it there too, and hopefully I grab the horizontal bar and leap off that quickly and do the same again. Very nice, and keep the air high. And so we get up this little channel here very quickly, and then just use all the speed pads, run it on through. Wayo! We're being raided in the middle of the speedrun recording. I can't stop right now, but thank you for the raid. I am just doing the thing here. Alright, we got to the top of the bridge here. I'm going to use the ultimate move. Oh, I got a bit blocked there, but that's fine. Able to block and able to land on the horizontal bar. And actually, that's also a way you can do it. I was ideally hoping to use the dive jump cancelling to be able to get mad momentum change up there, but got slightly stopped from that, but that's absolutely fine. Getting the horizontal bar gives you the same amount of thing as well. But thank you for the raid, Super Tails. I hope your stream was good in Rumble as well. I am recording local speedrun here, so I might not be able to take part in chat just too much here. But maybe I can right now as we go into the another thrilling gameplay section. We've got to wait on top of the volcano here for 50 seconds. Hopefully avoid the bombs as well. But there's a great way to avoid the bombs. You just stay in your little safety corner, which I'm going to stay right over here. So usually, if you're running about, you're going to attract all the bombs to run up and get you. But if you just stay in the corner here, you want to attract all the bombs away over there, and you can just like stay safe here for all the time. So it's all fine. So we'll welcome in the raiders. Hope your stream was good. If you need to raid and run, that's absolutely fine. But Stu, thank you for coming in. And we go to there. We just make sure we have to knock the bombs out of the way. When they turn red, knock them away, and then they should blow up safely away from you, and you will not risk losing any of your lives. You have plenty in this one, but we've worked out if you stay in your safety corner, you don't need them. It's all well and good here. Hi, they all want to be my friend. They all want to give me a hug, but they're very dangerous, explosive hugs, and I don't want them. So, just knock them out of the way again. And the timer's almost up, and we're good. So yeah, unfortunately, these survival stages, no way to speed them up. but you are always able to lose time there if you somehow fail them, so don't do that. Right, another new game mode is coming up here in the run. This is our first hunt stage. We have to earn 3,000 points, and we do that by gabbing. What do we call gabbing? It is hitting all of the rosebuds here, and if you are a music nerd like me, you'll be able to tell that the music notes that happen whenever you hit the buds are doing G-A-B. G-A-B, G-A-B, G-A-B. Just mash on through and get as many of these as you can. And when we get to the next point here, gotta be careful because we're gonna have bombs in the mix as well. We don't want to hit a bomb. We'll lose us time, we'll lose us points. And we don't want either of those to happen. And we're getting close to that being a pretty good cycle. Pretty good cycle at the end of the day, not too bad. I've seen people do that in the 3 cycles there, and that is rapid to do. Still not managing myself, but we're getting close to it. Right. Here is another collection stage, but this time it is on a bit of a lap system. As you go through around the course, pick up as many rings as you can. This first little bit, we're going to use the speed pads and hopefully get right in the middle to pick up all of the ring pickups that we can. There we go with that, right in the middle of them, and that's pretty much enough from that. More speed ramps up these light bridges here. I'm going to do the thing in cartwheel speed tech to hopefully collect those quickly. Didn't quite work out there, no worries. Then we seesaw up the top. Get to here, I'm going to ring swipe all of these with that power there and collect all of those ring power-ups, and so we are on good here. And now here comes the RNG portion. These are mystery platforms. Step on them and hopefully step on the right one. If they turn gold, they're safe. If they turn X, they're not. You might get rings from them, but we're going to hope to basically guess our way up there. Right, so it stopped there, so that means the only place you can go is up this way, and that is as safely through to that. There we go. I'm going to cartwheel that. Not cartwheel them, I'm going to ring swipe those. I'm going to make sure to cartwheel the next few lot here. There we go. And now, hopefully, if I get the running right here, we should be finishing by the time we get to the end of this running section here. Just collect the hundo ring pickups as well. And, oh, we were almost there. I should have spent some time to get rid of all the pickups there. Right. Just grab that hundo and we'll be good. Could have done that quicker. Should have stayed where those 50 pickups were when that checkpoint occurred, but that is fine. There we go. Now, on to the next running stage. It is very cold here. But we got some cold speed tech that we can do here if we can pull it off. It'll be really good to show it off if I can make it work. So, the first bit is pretty straightforward. We're going to have ice fixes as well, because notably it is cold. So, yeah, we can play with the ice fixes a little bit and get us to speeding up there. So we just run on through. I'm going to bounce on top of this or jump over it entirely. Hopefully we get a good cycle on the spinners here. This is pretty good. Sometimes the stage hazards also work on a bit of a odd timer. They're not the same every single time you load into a new run of this, so you gotta just hope for the best on that one. But we can do those. You're usually meant to push those and not do that. And then we do this, and you know what? That was pretty clean too. Yeah. Dive kick momentum with the jump cancelling gets you through that snow. Usually the snow is meant to slow you down, but we figured out dive jump cancel with the momentum gets you through pretty safely, to be honest. So that was really good. Really good there. But yeah, really utilising this speed tech, and it is really, really fun. Alright, off we go to here. Our next survival stage, next thrilling gameplay. So yes. Not much to do here, just survive on the travelator, don't get knocked to the back. This one, you only get 1 life to do, so if you lose that life, you're losing a lot of time in the speedrun. So, but luckily, it is pretty easy to survive out here. Yeah, I feel like these survival stages are pretty throwaway. So, I just put on, like, random skills here that are not particularly useful for, like, speedrun tech, but just to use them up, really. Those rings do nothing in the speedrun, I just pick them up because I'm bored. In this one, there's literally no way to speed this up, as I say, which is unfortunate. But we can have some fun with trampoline! Trampoline! She said what now? There we go. Alright, speeds up during the way, but it's like literally the last 15 seconds of the level, so no worries at all. So wabababam, oh wabam. Dodge the blocks. We can break through the blocks if you just hit it once. They do break away. And that's all there is to that stage, basically. Ah, here we go. So we're going to play this next stage here. It's called a team stage, but this one works in the same way as one of the race levels. The only difference is if you were playing this in matches online, you'd be matched with other players in a team, and the surviving team would advance to the next round. But yeah, the gist of this one is we're going to push the balls over the Teletubby hills and hopefully don't get them stuck on our heads. And hopefully we get the pushing good. It's getting a bit stuck on the Teletubby hills. Oh, that's gotten really stuck there. Okay, right, come on, we gotta go. We gotta move it, ball. Let's go. And then gonna use a tackle move out of there to run on through. And then the next stage, we've worked out what's really good to use here is we need to hit all 4 of these buttons to stop the electric gates later on. So if I just jump across and hit all 3 of these, and then I've got the air dash ability, air dash cancel, to reach that last button very quickly, and that is another example of good jump cancel tech. There's a lot of the jump cancel tech in these running modes here. You'll see that used quite a lot, and there's a lot of skills that have movement associated with them, so you can get that jump cancel extra movement out of them. You can exploit that quite a lot. So yeah, normally you do this as a team in the online modes, but in this mode, making you doing it all in your lonesome. You are Queen Amy No Mates out here, or whoever character you're playing as for this mode here. So yeah, just gotta push all the balls into the holes, and typically what happens is the second ball doesn't go all the way through, so just one more nudge there, get it into the hole where it belongs. It was made for it. That's right, they all go in the round hole. Now here comes Statler and Waldorf. Hopefully they're not too far away so I can hit them pretty quickly. Gotta get rid of 2 of their lives and they get out of the way. Otherwise they'd be like, hey, we're here to ruin your Sonic Rumble speedrun! Because they're Statler and Waldorf. Right, air jump cancel gets us into the pipe, and that is the end of the stage. Right, now it's a tad slow compared to my PB because the pushing of the first ball was pretty slow. But that is absolutely fine. This is just a show-off at the end of the day. Alright, we move on to the next ring battle stage. This is a big old arena in the chemical plant. We're going to collect 1,800 rings and make it through. There are various ways we can do so. You can see pipes that go through that have a bunch of rings. You can see the water slides up there. And that is where we're going to be aiming for first. It's sort of like what we've worked out to hopefully be one of the quickest ways to do. We take the lift up. Bop on that. Bop on that. Hopefully get lucky. Didn't get lucky with the capsules there. Sometimes they break and give you more rings, but that's just random chance. So we go to fall out in here. I'm going to back up and take these steps up to go into this pipe. And now I'm going to back up, take some time to grab them, go into the next pipe, and then hopefully, by the time we get back down and land in the main area, things start spawning down below for us to pick up, and we are able to get as many hits as we can and pick up as many rings as possible. That is a charity donation coming through. Thank you very much for that from Ma and Pa. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, we are in the middle of speedrun times here, but I'll get to that donation very, very quickly at the end of this run here when I'm done recording. Okay, another run stage coming up here, and now I am relying on RNG to hopefully be kind to me here. If RNG is kind to me in the pickups that I get, I can get through this stage very quickly. You'll see what I mean. So the start is pretty self-explanatory and straightforward. Just run on through. We'll do a jump cancel there. I'll be able to, home attack onto the blocks and get up there pretty quickly. Get onto that, and hopefully will the first item be kind to me? No! It gave me the worst item literally for the speedrun. Doesn't matter, there's a second round of item boxes coming up that we can replace with. So hopefully they'll be a bit more kind to us. We'll see. Gonna dive jump cancel, hopefully get up. Be bullied by the balls, that's bad. I'm gonna use the baseball slide to get up there too. Hopefully be lucky. That's lucky. That's a star power. I can choose to use that to break through the wall. Normally you have to use the cannons on that point to fire the bombs to break down the wall, but if you have the star power, which is a super powered homing attack, you don't need to worry about that. And then, oh, that was a bit of a schmovement there. I'm going to do a schmovement there into that cannon because that fires straight away. The middle one you have to wait a timer for some reason. So aim for the side cannons and you get through there pretty quickly. And that is a great lava mountain run there. That is really, really good. All right, we're getting some seconds back. Nice! So yeah, You'll be surprised how much of this run relies on RNG, not just in item pickup. Sometimes the stage hazard rotations are a bit on a bit of a loopy cycle as well. You gotta pray for good RNG sometimes in this run. As we do here, we are gonna bounce on the clouds to get up hopefully quickly enough and land on one of those there. The green clouds bounce you forward. Rainbow clouds will bounce you even more up. And you have to go through the rings to get your points in this one. And luckily, that cloud is in a good position. I could have landed on that even quicker, but that's fine. Okay, my cloud RNG is brilliant so far, let's be honest. Then you make it to the toy death egg at the end, and you bonk it on the schnoz. You get a bunch of points. I'm going to run around and do that whole cycle again until you get to the point limit. Right, I'm seeing no rainbow clouds here. I'm just going to aim for the green cloud on the last 2 rows and get for those pretty quick. Yes!
Yeah, it's a new
Gold split in the recorded video. Let's go. Let's go. We had that high, and now we're going to go into the lowest of lows, because welcome to Greg Island. This is the ring battle stage versus Greg here. We like to call this stage Greg's Torment Nexus, or the place where speedrun dreams go to die, because Greg here can be a bit of a roadblock for your speedrun. You'll notice that like there. Usually when you do the stage on the online modes, he bullies you like that. He'll bully a bunch of people and knock them off the stage like that. And since you're the only person for him to knock off the stage, you gotta be careful. Okay, that cartwheel saved my life there. I'm gonna take it safe just to get through, because I do not want to be losing the speedrun at this point here, because Greg can very easily destroy that. Right, he'll do most of it just like that, and now his laughing boys appear. We can bump those a bit for some score as well. Oh, here he goes. And here he goes there. Right, got lucky, got 1, 2, 3 hits there. It's time to move, or get hit by the laughing boy. Alright, this is a bit of a rough moment here. Just let me get sorted with this one. Right, so that's broken. Now the chest gets bigger after all the bonks. He is still charging us, is Greg. Normally, he'd go for some wide spinning moves here, but he's still charging. Okay, Greg is being very, shall we call it, ruthless today. Shall we call it that? I'll bump on them a bit. And now he's going for the big old bonker move here. Get out of the range of the move. Luckily we did. And, okay, right, that could have gone so much worse, but we will take that. At least we didn't fail at that one. If you fail, it's basically run over. So yeah. The island where speedrun dreams go to die. We have beaten it, and now we can move on and do some fun stages for the change. Right, we're starting on that side here. I might as well just aim for this. So I'm going to do the thing and aim for the bumper here to get us immediately into the boost ring so we can move on to the next session quickly. Right, we've got to bear in mind the searchlights. Do not get spotted by the owls, the hoot owls of death. That is great RNG. Sometimes you get speedrun shoes, and that is awesome, because obviously speedrun shoes mean more speed, and that is great RNG. And I'm going to do a die pick cancel, so we're going to get across that quickly. And now we've got Bill and Ben. I'm going to call them Bill and Ben for now. Just come up with that name on the spot. Break them through, destroy them, and you get on through their door. Move on to the next bit. And now it's hide and seek. That is actually brilliant timing on the hide and seek. I should be able to just, Oh yeah, that could not have gone better. So you gotta wait for the timer usually to, not get caught by the spiders. You gotta hide in bushes when the timer goes down. But that was an absolutely brilliant cycle for that. We're gonna get through that so super quickly.
It's a new record.
And on a brand new gold split too. Awesome, awesome. Alright, it's another it's another point scoring stage coming up, and we're going to hope for RNG to be good here as well. We want certain enemies to spawn, but if they don't, that is absolutely fine. We can still get it done relatively quickly if we get clean attacks out here. So we've got a whole bunch of square platforms here with a bunch of enemies on. Break through the enemies here. These are spawning in, so these are going to be the spinner bots. There we go. And the spinner bots are dangerous because they have a shield sometimes, and you don't want to get hit by the shield if you don't want a shocking experience. And we're just going to try and home attack and break these guys hopefully as clean as we can. We can get that last one in before the timer runs out. Yes, we can. And now we're going to, unfortunately, not get the greatest enemy spawns. We're going to get a bunch of golden jimmies to get. Golden motor bugs. In fact, we're going to... I should stay there, actually, shouldn't I? Yeah. I should stay there, and hopefully the spawns come in quickly for the jimmies. Gonna get one more round of them, and I think it's probably time for me to move on. And don't be in the middle. That's... Okay, don't be in the middle. That's a bad idea. Because now we're going to waste time for this next bit here. I'm not going to get enough score. Oh, I got enough score. Okay, cool. If you're better at that, you can get that done before the cycle in the middle, and if you get nicer enemy spawns, then you can obviously earn more points quicker, but that didn't happen this time around. Again, the run relies on RNG quite a bit. As it kind of does here as well with Aquise. Aquise is the seahorse enemy that you see right there. We've got to bonk him a bunch of times and get the points off of him. Get all the points off him, we can pick up that, and hopefully he follows a path that we can follow pretty cleanly there. Now he's running away from us. We've got to chase him down again. Aquise, don't go away from me. Aquise! There we go, bonking him on the head a bit more. Oh, this is a good lot of positions here. Right, now he's going to disappear. Hopefully he's not near us. I got to run away from him. Gonna go for that. That was a risky move to go that. Don't want to get sung into his whirlhole because that means he's going to steal your ring. So do bear that in mind. Hopefully, we can get enough bonks on Aquise before the second cycle is over. This should be okay. This should be fine, she says. I'm going to cartwheel those rings, and yep, okay, that's fine. You want to get that boss done in 2 cycles to get the, like, close to the best side there. Right, here goes another survival. It is Freddy the Fish. He goes chomp, chomp, chomp. And we got to run away from Freddy the Fish. So weirdly, we're in a running stage, but it counts as a survival. So unfortunately, we can't really speed this one up. We can only get to the save points where the timer will stop, and yeah, just get to basically the save point, and then we will be good to go on that one. We just run on through. There's not much to say for this one. There's a bit of a Takeshi's Castle knock-knock there, and luckily we win. Take the top route, so we don't have to worry about beating up any of the Rockies down there. We can get rings off of those in the mode, but that doesn't matter. We've got to break that rock. Now this guy is blocking our way, and we've got him out of the way, and this is our safe spot. It is time to sleep. This is our safe spot, because Freddy the Fish is gonna try and chomp us up the central bit there, of the vertical bit, but yeah, you get to this green bit here, you are pretty much safe. You just gotta wait for the timer to finish.
Yeah, it's a new record.
That's a stage that you wait on, and I somehow got gold in that one. I reckon just because the loading is quick and I got good menuing. So sometimes that can work out for you. Oh, here we go. We got another good running stage here. All right. So the Travelators will speed us up, obviously. The blue ones go forward. The red ones go backwards. So try and stay on the blue as much as possible. The yellow ones go side to side because, yes. And then we take this here. We are able to get a little bit of a jump cancel out of that one. And hopefully we want to hit that. I missed it. I'm going to try that again because, yes, I can jump cancel out of that. Okay, my jumping is a bit appalling right now, just bear with that in mind. But I should be able to fix this with a little bit of a big old, what they call it, a yeet! Another dive, jump, cancel there, getting us across and not having to run across and face all the bumpers on the other path there. Just take that big jump hold there. Yeah, we worked out the dive, jump, cancel is pretty much the OP one to use. And, yeah, we've yet to see, like, runs that do good with other techs. We'd love to see that. Great RNG from the items. I'll be able to baseball slide out of that, and I think I might be able to dive, jump, run our way down there. Don't hit the enemies. That's a bad idea. But still, not too bad. Okay. Right. Who's heard of the video game show? It's not a video game show. Who's heard of the game show Big Break? We're essentially going to be playing this in this run here. We're going to put balls into holes. So balls will spawn on our side of the area, and we've got to push them into all the holes. The hole spawns are entirely RNG every run you come into this one with, so yeah, you just got to go with what you've got. I'm going to push that ball into that. I'm going to get that into the gold hole. Obviously, gold hole worth more points. I think I might, like, spare a bit and move some of the balls this way. That will go into there, and then maybe we get a good spawn of some holes into here. That we do. That'll be fine enough. Hopefully, I can aim for some more gold holes with the rest of the balls here. Hopefully, I should be just getting one more push into one of theirs, and hopefully, waste not a lot more time in here. Though, it might end up being we waste time in here. It'll be fine, though. Just push them in, and hopefully just get into a hole. Any hole. Any hole is a good hole. This one is not designed to go into a hole. Alright. Right, I didn't have the best spawns in there, and honestly, not the best pushing of the balls, but yeah, entirely RNG dependent there. Alright, Here's a song that where you can do the a really good song to this one. You'll listen in a moment here. Just survive for the 50 seconds. There's all really is too much in here. In the meantime, Super Teen Extraordinaire, Freakazoid, runs around in underwear. It's Freakazoid. Guess who's watching Toon BC? Freakazoid. Unless something's better on TV. Freakazoid. Check out Dexter's young computer ace. When browsing on the internet, he got sucked into cyberspace. He turned into the Freakazoid. He's strong and super free. He drives the villains crazy, cause he's a super freak. It sounds so much like Freakazoid does this music. Which is actually from the game Sonic Lost World, this theme here, Silent Forest. There's a lot of Sonic Lost World representation in the video game. Which is a really surprising thing. But, yep, just survive. Don't get caught in the searchlights. You lose a life. Get caught in the searchlights. Don't fall into the goop from the light, from the falling platforms as well. Just survive for 30 seconds, and 50 seconds, and you're good. Right, so we are still on track in the runs here. We're up to another ring battle. And this one is my weakest one, but we'll try and do our best here. We're going to have our bot players back again, which we'll be able to use later in this stage. But yeah, the gist of it is, there's a bunch of snow. I'm going to wait for them to clear up the snow a little bit and allow me to move on and hopefully get some decent luck with thingy spawns. Yep, okay. I got lucky there because that was spawning in to be a speed shoes, and with the speed shoes, you don't have to worry about the snow. You can just run on through. You can literally be dashing through the snow on a one-horse open hedgehog, if you want. That is a good one there. So I'm going for these chest spawns and getting their attack powers in them, and then using them on the poor jokers. Right, I got that one there. Luckily, did they spare a chest for me? No. Right, so I'm going to rely now on good running, good pathing to get as many of the gold rings as possible. Try and not get the magnets there, and hopefully we end pretty okay. Oh, there was a chest I could have used. Yeah. Like I said, I think that's my weakest one, but we got a pretty decent time out there. Didn't lose too many. It's desert time. We can do some good movement tech here as well towards the end. You'll see. Also, interestingly for the run, this is the only time that this particular level theme comes up. The only time that the desert theme comes up in the entirety of the stage challenge speedrun so far. It's very interesting. Alright, shield could be worse. It's literally a nothing power right now. What I'm going to do is baseball slide to speed up my way to there. And now we're going to go and hop over some walls with some twisters. Dive kick to just get through that quickly. Get into the twister, mind you. Hopefully I get another good amount of luck with that. That's good to get at this point. That is really good to get, actually. Because it means we can run quickly to break down these blocks here. Get for that quickly. Slide down, keep it nice and tight angle there. That is racing rules for you. And do we get lucky with the things here? I mean, it doesn't matter. Right, I'm going to dive kick out of that, and I'm going to baseball slide cancel out of that, and get to the end. Not too bad there. Not too bad. All right. And yeah, it's another first time appearance for another mode here. Who likes their pinball stages? Sonic fans collectively groan in disgust. Right. So this counts as the running stage. I'm gonna hope for good thing here. Right, how many of these guys am I gonna hit on my way? I dodged that one. Oh, that's new, actually. Using that, actually, to get a bit of a boost forward. Okay, I'm making a mental note of that, actually. That is tech discovered in the speedrun. My goodness. Right, I'm gonna purposely wait on all of these. Ooh, almost got that clean through. That would have been awesome if I did. But yeah, just waiting on the timing of that one to get through clean through those boost rings without hitting the bomb things is what we're aiming for there. Gonna dive kick out of that. And now we're gonna try and fall and not hit as many of these bumpers as possible. Fall through clean. Fall through clean. They're bumping me everywhere because of course they will. That's a great little ending sequence there though. Right, over get up there, hop on those boost rings, and why did I do that? I should not do that. I should not do that either. Right. There's an element of control to that one, but again, it's pinball physics. What can you do about them, really? What can you do about them? Okay, this hunt stage should be a pretty rapid one for me to do. There's not really too much to it. The gold shining platforms you see, you step on those and you get the points. And the best way I figured out to do this so far if the tech hasn't changed, is go into this one here. And then we want to do a serpentine movement, just zigzag between them, and you hit every single one of the little mini blocks on your way to the corner blocks, which are worth a lot more. Right, can I get away from this balloon before... no, I can't. Okay, that's a bad thing. But it doesn't matter, we should be able to do this pretty quickly. I got pretty unlucky with the big Eggman balloon spawning there as well, because that means... because that is a danger balloon, and that will knock you away when it explodes. But yeah, we get those gold bumpers to get to the top bits here, and we are finishing that one a bit slower than normal, but that's absolutely fine too. Menuing is failing me as we go into the next ring battle stage, and we are hoping for a good run here too. It's another Freddy Fish who's going to chomp us on the way down to the final bit here. We're going to collect 7,500 rings. That sounds like a lot, but we are hopefully going to get this done in a really quick cycle. So we're into a side-scrolling section here to start. I am ideally going to aim to get on top route as quickly as possible. That's not really quick as possible, but we want to get top route because that's where all the 100 ring pickups are, and 100 rings is obviously the most rings you can get from pickups, so we want that. We're going to go here too, and then this time, I've got the ring swipe that is fully leveled up, and I will use a trick here. Ring swipe beforehand, and pick up all of those in the middle because the area of effect is pretty big when you've fully leveled up that move with. And now we get to the final bit here. Right, gonna cartwheel, jump out of that. You can even get the movement tech out of the cartwheel cancel. And now I'm hoping for good spawns on the pickups of the attack powers here. If I can get good with these, I can use all of these as well to attack the guys with and get a bunch more rings too. Just run through and get all them. It might be there's one here. That's a good spawn. That's really good. Hit you for a bit, and that too. Honestly, I will take that. This is going to be a rapid way for this, I think, actually. Hit that cartwheel. Just break through them. Hit them too. And that was absolutely rapid. You want to get that mode finished before you let the chompy Freddy the Fish go across that back bit. If you can do that, you've done a very, very good run. Just a combo of picking up the right items at the right time, being in the right place at the right time, and a little bit of movement tech as well with the cartwheel. So, another side-scrolling running stage. Green Hill Run number 2. Yep, the numbering conventions are weird in this game. Right, I'm going to break on that, and then see, we just run all the way to the end, and then woo! Right over the top of that. So yeah, momentum preserving through jump cancelling is a really good thing about it as well. That is a fish bullying me. That's another fish bullying me and wasting my baseball slide as a result. That is on me though, that's absolutely fine. But we'll just keep going. Up to that, yep, and then yep, and then yep, and then dive kick over there actually. I actually should not use a dive kick there. There was a really good bit attack, cool bit of attack that I could have used, but that's absolutely fine too. Tell you what, just right over the top of you, and why did I hit that? Didn't want to hit that. Right, just use that. Spread up across there. Okay. This could have gone a lot better, but honestly fine. Sometimes you just gotta play the hand that your RNG deals you. Wow, I hit all 3 of those bandits waiting for me at the end. That was a pretty neat way to do it. Dear me. Oh, I'm looking forward to this stage here, because we talked about ice physics. We can get wicked ice physics here. So, at the start of the run, we're going to be utilizing the jump cancel. We're not going to be jumping across those bits that you see above and here. We're going to go run off the lip of the platform and then actually do the mid-air jump out of it. And we've worked out that doing this is actually quicker than jumping all the way across manually. And that beats the first ice laser there, but unfortunately we've got to wait for this one on the cycle. And that is fine. Cool. We just run past all these guys here, no worries about it. And a shield is a good pickup to get. That or invincibility is great for the last little bit here, where we can use all this momentum go, and then dive kick cancel, which, oh, it didn't work there. Okay, right, I messed that up. Maybe a bit of a baseball slide cancel works too, but if you get that dive jump cancel all the way down here, you carry so much speed to the end. It is beautiful. A beautiful piece of movement, which unfortunately I messed up, but I'd love to be able to show that off if this run gets in. So I should mention, of course, if this was done in a speedrun show capacity of any way, either on the Hotfix or an actual Games Done Quick event, I would say best place to like reading out donations and event information would probably be in where we do the waiting stages, the survival ones, and the timer. There would be the great place to talk about like upcoming events, upcoming shows, and upcoming incentives, and like anywhere where donations coming for like live shows. That would be a great place to do so. Right, who likes pinball? Who likes more of it? Ugh. Right, what I'm going to do here, actually, is do a bit of a tech here, and rather than using the bumpers to bump around through, I'm going to use that particular spring to go, like, back and forth and continually go through and cycle through this bit here. Hopefully avoid the Eggman, which I did. Hopefully I can avoid that for the rest of it. Nope, not quite, but still managing to get that. And just cycle through this little bit of the end here. This is a pretty safe way to get a bunch of good score. And now I want to fall down into the middle hole here and get to the bonus table at the back. And hopefully with some good bumper usage, just going good here. Maybe we can, maybe we can, maybe we can. Oh, we were so close. We were so close to one cycling that, but that's fine. Just drop down there and we get it done regardless. Okay, on to... Right, now I am hoping... This is another ring battle stage, but I am hoping that we're going to have... AI's AI opponents here on the seesaws here. I am hoping that they tip it right because that gives us the best pathing through. Please tip the seesaws right. Tip them to the right. They're going that way. That's good. This is the right way to do it. And then we can get our spawn in here. And my pathing is going to be across the bottom of the thing like that. Make sure to not miss the hundo because the hundo is a lot of rings. Up there. Take a bit of a road to go there too. And then spend some time at the top. All these 50s and hundos should be mine pretty quickly. And then, yeah, we have the thing here. The lava's going to rise very, very shortly, very imminently. So just hop on the spring, get up there. And now, are they going to do the thing and steal that from me? Oh, no, they're not! Okay, right, I got all 3 hits in the barrels there. That's lucky. That was very lucky. We're going to do a ring swipe and pick this up as well. And 1, 2, 3. That's very close. Right, I'm just going to hop up, and then hopefully when we hop up the way, maybe we'll be able to clear it. That is a quick clear. That is really good. In 2 cycles, that is really good. Yeah, those ring battle stages are all about finding the most efficient way of picking up those rings quickly. Okay. Only a few stages away from finishing the Season 1 speed run here. We've only got a few stages left. I'm going to hopefully pay attention to where these platforms are going to appear. I'm going to go this way with them. Then actually try and hop across and go this way, and don't miss it! I did miss it, we're good. That was pretty quick to do, I'm very happy with that. Then these platforms are going to hop on and race about. I shouldn't need the... there, yep, nice jumping, as my friends would say, nice gumping. Do a bit of a grind through there, mind out for the Franks. The Franks will try and chomp you out of here. And don't want to double blocking yourselves here. Alright, guess the platform? Lol, no. Guess the platform again? Lol, no. So yeah, we worked out, jump cancelling techniques with those movement things, particularly baseball slide, and for that, get us across there quickly, and we don't have to waste the time on getting the correct platforms. So that is really cool! And we got another gold split there for good measure. Right, I think I counted that we've only got like, I think 4 stages remaining, including this one. And this here, we've got another little bit of running here to do. I love the run stages. I've loved discovering the movement tech to get through these running stages in particular really quickly. But I imagine there's more out there waiting. Somebody else comes along with another good bit of tech or a new pathing through a level or something that we found out that we can actually like skip through and sequence break a level. We haven't got anything that crazy just yet. It's just all in the skill tech here on display. And, yeah. But if somebody comes through and does, like, a massive bit of tech for us, we would love to see it, honestly. But for now, though, it's gotten us good to here. We want to take the middle path because it is objectively going to be the best path for us, as you'll see. Right, I've got my baseball slide waiting to get across there very, very quickly. So the middle path there is obviously the quickest path. You always want to go for there. And with our cycling, we'll be able to do that. And then one more whee to the end with the dive and cancel. I love going wee. It's really cool. Right, on to the next hunt stage. In fact, the final one of the run. We only have 3 stages left. This one, we're going to go through the rings to get all the points. And we want to aim for gold because that's what that Austin Powers bad guy once said. I love gold! So you can see, we've got the gold rings here. This first bit, I'm going to show you the path to do. Stay on the left. Ring around the bend. Ring around Ben the Penguin, go to the right there and pick up that gold, and then go back to the left and just stay left all the way down. Hopefully you don't hit any of the Penguinators on the way down, and you get a clean run! Yeah! Alright, and now we've got gold enemies that we have to clear before opening the door. 2 hit points each, and that is good to go. Now work out where our pathing is here. Don't go right in the middle. That's fine. I'll take that. Then hopefully slide in such a way where we go that. Oddly, I think hitting that bend will help me to set up for the rest of the run going down, actually. Yeah, that bend bonk was actually not too bad. That penguin was good. Right, do the same again. Clear these. Clear these guys out of the way. Could have been cleaner, but honestly, we'll still take that. And now, I've figured out the safe way for this bit. It says time your double jump, so time your jump cancel out of that, and you get onto the gold slide at the top with a bunch of these. And that is a quick clear! Nice! Very nice indeed. Okay, 2 more to go. We're into another team stage, which basically, functionally, works out the same as the general run stage, but there are lots of hazards here in the way. So, here is how this run goes. We wait down here for the countdown to go. I'm going to go right across and into the cannon. It fires up immediately. 4 hits on the block here gets that out of the way, and now we need to quickly, efficiently press all buttons. I am on my own here. I cannot rely on anybody else to press buttons for me. I have to do it myself. Gotta do everything around here myself. Now we have another bit of RNG. Guess the platform. Yes. I'm gonna guess here. I'm gonna guess here, actually. That's fine. What was that all about? What is this all about? That was not needed for the end there. That is entirely RNG dependent, and I got a bit of a bad run there in the last little bit, unfortunately. Nothing that we can't really handle. So up there. Now we're into the final bit. Now we've got the chickens, who are potentially going to bully us. I see this one is going to fire the barrage. So hopefully deal with them quickly. Nope, I get hit by one of them doing the big old egg attack, so that's bad. I'm up in the air. But, okay. Could have been cleaner, but we will take that. And now, we do the crescendo of the run. Pinball Carnival Ring Battle counts as the final stage of this speedrun challenge for Season 1, version 1.4.2. And it's all about the bumpers again. We've got to try and control our bumping across and aiming for certain bumpers. Certain bumpers are worth more points overall, so we're going to hopefully be nice and controlled. And hopefully we can build up as many points as we can before moving on here. I like to go and do this in a bit of a top-down perspective. And, yeah, just keep hitting as many bumpers as possible, essentially. Doesn't really matter if they have to be the brown bumpers as well. They still count as points. So, yeah, just basically try and control your path as best as possible. Then we get more bumpers that appear in the second round here, so staying right in the middle here. We got the gold there. That's actually not too bad. Get back into the ring quickly now. Again, back into there. Nice, 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 nice. And then, whoop. Let's get on that, get on that, get on that. And then we've got another round of doing it here. Oh, okay, to the end there. No, but that's actually fine. Those gold bumpers appear, and now we get them through. Collect that power up, and we get to the back table here, where we fall down and bounce all through, and hopefully get as many of these as we can as well. And then I'm going to try and ring grab to get some of those on the way down. Yes, because the late spawn does work there. That's a cartwheel into a bumper. That's not a good thing. Let's try and time this.
Better luck next time.
I didn't expect that timing to be there, but that is time! As soon as you clear Pinball Carnival Ring Battle, that is where you do time, and that is how Sonic Rumble Stage Challenge speedruns work. With a time there of 48:43, we are, like I said, the fluctuations in your best ofs are going to be quite a lot, because a lot of the stages here do rely on RNG. The items you pick up, the timings of the stage hazards, the stage obstacles. There's a lot of RNG involved in this run, but we have worked out ways to try and bring that time even more down. So we are currently working at the world record being for this Season 1, version 1.4.2 speedrun right now is hovering at 48 minutes and 3 seconds, held by yours truly. I do have the world record currently right now. And yeah, I think with everything that the run offers in terms of like the cool movement tech that we can do and the amount of it that relies on RNG, I reckon like a 50-minute is a solid estimate for a decently quick run of this. And yeah, I think it's interesting to like find ways to speedrun games that are never designed to be speedrun. Like I said, this is a live service mobile game with very interesting tech in it, surprisingly. We've been surprised to figure out some of the ways to do the things around here. But that is how the run works, and that is Stage Challenge Speedrun in Sonic Rumble for normal mode, stage, Challenge version 1.4.2 run, which counts up until that stage that you saw there. So that is how we run Sonic Rumble. And hopefully this run has been very entertaining for you. If you want to check me out on my socials, I have Blue Sky, which is at laura-pedal.bluesky or .bsky.social. I've got the Discord link as well. I've got a Discord server you can hop into. I do have a Twitter account skill, but that is sort of, I don't really use that too much nowadays now. Just look at it. So yeah, the main places to follow me on are Blue Sky. I've got an Instagram link as well where I post like photos and such, and my Twitch link right here at Laura Petal, all one word, is where you can find me doing this kind of speedrun adjacent stuff, as well as general gameplay sessions 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And hopefully this run I've showed off for you today has been a fun one. I see this being a great fit for something like being the create your own victory run. I think this would be a great thing for this one because we basically essentially created our own victory for this one, our own win conditions for doing the stage challenge run. And yeah, there's other things we can do. We could put this in Creature Corner, we could put this in a bunch of other stuff really. But I'm looking forward to hopefully hearing back and seeing if this run is nice to get on here. So hopefully, I think with all the talking that I've done today, this has been entertaining. Of course, I'll timestamp a bunch of stuff that is good in the run as well to let you know what all the nice stuff is. And with that said, hopefully you've had a fun time watching this. We had raids and we had like actual charity donations for this one as well, and hopefully, so thank you to all of those that happened during this run as well. But yeah, hopefully they didn't distract me too much, and they didn't. Yay! But that's the run. That's Sonic Rumble, and hopefully we can see this on a GDQ show at some point in the future. But for now, that is it from me. Thank you for watching. If you've feel free to get back to me on all the social links as well if you want to let me know and things like that. And also, if you're watching this just generally on YouTube, hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow the links down in the description. And with all that said, that's it from me. Hopefully this has been fun for you, and I'd love to do this at a GDQ for you at some point in the future, on the Hotfix or something else. But with that said, that is going to be it from me, and I do wish you all a very good day, and thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves.